Mission.
There you go, there's a video of me about 8 years ago. The rest is history. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to wish you all a very, very happy new year and welcome to the China Import Formula. We've got some people here from all over Australia. I do believe it's on. Can't hear me?
I hear now.
Okay, fantastic. So welcome. Tell me who here, a show of hands, who here is actually a local from Sydney? Okay, great. And anyone, who else has come from far and wide? Anyone from outside of Sydney? Okay, where are you guys from?
Queensland.
Queensland. Anyone else from Queensland? Any other Queenslanders? You guys have flown down from Queensland? Fantastic. Anyone further away from Queensland?
Over here, London.
You came from London? Came from London? Well, we actually have a prize for the person who came the furthest away, and I don't think the only further place away from London is actually off the coast of Portugal, a place called the Azores Islands. But that's close enough. So you, sir, congratulations. Round of applause for our first prize winner here. You're actually a very lucky guy. What I have here is my book. And believe it or not, it's just fresh off the press. We don't even have a cover created yet. It's not for sale on our website or anywhere. You're actually the very first person, not in the room but in the world, to own a copy of my book. So well done, enjoy. And this is for you. It's got pretty much everything that I've learned in the last 8 years. I've spent about 1.5 years putting it together. It shows you how to find factories in China, how to negotiate with them, and how to ship your goods to Australia. So well done. What's your name, sir?
Anthony.
Anthony, well done. Fantastic. Can I have you borrow your pen for a second? Yep. I'm just going to autograph it for you. And there you go. Happy importing, Anthony. Great.
We'll probably sell it on eBay.
You can't sell on eBay. There you go. So first prize of the night. There you go. Sir. Okay, so here's your pen back. Okay, so see a show of hands who's had a wonderful New Year's and a restful Christmas. Guys, I need a bit more activity in here. Come on, show your hands if you had a great Christmas and a good New Year's. Fantastic. Well, okay, now it's time for it's 2011, and now it's time to start, pursuing your dreams and doing what you've dreamed of doing for the last few years. And tonight's agenda, Alex and I sat down and we tried to figure out what we could do in 3 hours, because we can cover a lot of information but not absolutely everything. So here's my promise tonight. Everything you're going to learn tonight is enough, and I'm going to say that I want to stress this, it's enough that you can get started now. So you can leave here tonight learning what you've learned here, and you can actually begin your importing career with the information. I've made it like that. Hands up here who's happy that they can leave here tonight and actually start importing. Great. So after this, there's no excuses. You can leave here happy and start pursuing your career. Okay, so for the first 1.5 hours, I just want to give you an idea of the agenda, and I just want to tell you what we're going to be covering. And if there's anything missing, I'm going to invite you guys to tell me, and I'll cover it for you. I mean, you're here to learn importing, but more importantly, I'm here to help you. So don't be shy. I'm going to, in a few minutes, give you an opportunity to put your questions up on that board, and we will cover it tonight with any luck. So first, we're going to cover my story. Who's Brendan Elias, and why should you listen to me about importing? We're going to cover real-life examples, but not just from myself, but some of my students who are in the room tonight. I'm also going to go through 10 reasons why importing from China is an awesome business opportunity. You guys are in the room, so you probably already know 3 or 4 of those reasons, but I'm going to cover more of them and show you just why China is such a wonderful place to import from. Also, I want to show of hands who wants to learn how to choose the hot products to import. Just let me see a show of hands. Okay, fantastic. Anyone having trouble choosing products and they want to get started, they don't know where to start? Just don't be shy, show of hands. Okay, that's very common, guys. That happens to a lot of people. Also, this is a big one. I get emails about this every day. Who wants to learn how to import designer brands into Australia? So your Gucci's, your Armani's, right? All those sorts of things, Sony laptops, all that type of thing? Okay, great. Creating your own brand in China. So instead of designer brands, creating your own brand. Also, how to choose reliable factories and avoid scammers. Scammers. Anyone here actually been? Yes, so put your hand up straight away. Sorry?
$1,000.
$1,000 in last week. Anyone else? How much did you get? How much trouble did you have with the factory?
Heaps.
How much did you lose?
None at the moment.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, so you just were lucky. You saved yourself.
I put it on hold.
Okay, fantastic. That's good. Okay, and sample testing. And we're also going to be talking about quality control strategies, but I want to keep it light and fun. Guys, I've been, you may not know this, but I've been really, really looking forward to tonight for quite a few months now, and I've spent many hours, if not days, putting this presentation together, and it's good because I'm really excited to be able to tell my story and share it with you. So tonight, even though it's about importing, we're here to learn. I want to keep it light and fluffy a little bit. I want to enjoy tonight. I want to let you guys enjoy tonight. So there's going to be a quiz and there's going to be some prizes. I mean, we've already got someone from London who flew all the way to Australia and he's got his first prize. So, you know, we've got my unreleased book, and just be quick and take action so that, you know, if you do want a copy of the book and one of the prizes, just put your hand up and participate as soon as possible. And then we're going to have a short 10 to 15 minute break. If there are any smokers, that's your chance. And from 8 to 9, we're going to come back. I'm going to give you the answers to the quiz. Just a heads up, whoever answers the questions correctly will get another prize. We're going to talk about my secret negotiation tactics. Who's excited to learn about how to negotiate with the factories and get the prices down? All right, good. We're going to talk about quality control and inspections of goods, shipping your goods to Australia fast and economically. You may not know, but you can get goods from China to Australia in as little as 2 weeks. And advanced strategies on how to massively grow the financial success of your import business, using me as a case study. And for those of you who are just beginners, hands up who are the beginners. I just want to see. Okay, so it's pretty much a room full of beginners. Okay, that's consistent with our surveys of our clients. So that's good because it's designed mainly for you, but if you're advanced, you're going to learn a few tips here. So we're going to use me as a case study. I'm going to show you how I started just like you as a beginner and exponentially grew my import business. And you can use these same techniques tonight and then go home and use them on your business and start growing massively. So we're going to start, it's New Year's, it's 2011, so I'm going to start with some gifts to all of you guys. So the seminar is actually being recorded, and so there's no need to note. So you've all got notes, and if any of you are stressed to be like diligently writing down every pearl of wisdom I throw at you, just relax. Sit back and enjoy tonight's seminar because you're going to be getting a free video copy of this seminar just for attending tonight. How awesome is that? So, you know, if you miss anything, because I tend to talk fast. I'm someone who, you know, occasionally might not pronounce things clearly, and I apologise. I'm just very excited to be here. So, you know, you'll be able to get home and play it back and also not understand me then. So you're going to get a free video copy of the seminar. Also, 3 lucky people, unfortunately there's just too many of you for me to cover it, will get a 30-minute phone consult, one-on-one with me, just for attending tonight. That's valued at $1,000. And what I'm going to do is I'll answer your most burning questions about importing, and I'm sure after tonight you might have your questions answered, but you close one door, another 10 will open. And I'll provide you with sticking point analysis to get your importing world kick-started. So that we'll see out where you're up. You know, most of you are beginners. I'll tell you exactly what the next step you need to do. I'll give you homework and a program like I do for some of my students, and you'll get a lot of benefit out of that. So 3 lucky people. The requirement is just hand the questionnaire form at the end. Alex will select the 3 best forms. He'll just go through it, and based on his selections, I'll call them. Don't worry about that form now. I just want you to listen because it's going to be jam-packed full of information for now. That questionnaire is going to be handed out soon, and you can fill it in the break when you're more relaxed. Okay, so 3 prizes tonight. First come, first serve. So you've got to be quick and take action. Okay, so hands up who's arrived late and at the start of the seminar. Don't be embarrassed. Okay, guys, could you do me a huge favour? Could you pull out your mobile phones and not turn them on private, just turn them off? That would be absolutely fantastic. Great, it's just very distracting for everyone. Much appreciated. Anyone else has their phone, now would be the best time to turn off. Okay, now that's done. So we've covered the agenda. So I told you what I'm going to be talking about tonight. But I'm here for you. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit more interactive. I would ask that after now you just save your questions to the end. I'm going to be available at the end. This is a 2-3 hour seminar, but at the end if you have any more things to ask me, I'm not going to go home without answering those questions. But for now, we've got a big whiteboard here. And what I want to do, I don't want to make it as busy as this whiteboard, but I'm going to invite you guys. You probably came here with some ideas and things in your mind you wanted to ask me. So please don't be shy. Just think of this as you're at home in your own living room, and I'm your friend. Just put up your hands and ask me any questions, and we'll cover them tonight, hopefully. Yes, ma'am.
How important is it to have a liaison person in China that speaks Chinese?
Okay, so good. So having Chinese-speaking liaison in China? No, that's fine. Have Chinese speaking. Sorry about my writing. Speaking Should take a writing class before I did this. Speaking liaison on the ground in China. Is that the question? Okay, great. Excellent question. Cool.
And just on part of that, Brendan,
Yes, sir.
just to go with that,
Yes, sir.
how do you actually pick and choose someone that is an interpreter but also interprets the Chinese culture and customs
Okay.
for you?
Yep.
As far as business-wise, to tell you what's appropriate, what's customary in China.
Okay.
Don't show up
So-
saying this or doing that or wearing this.
Okay. Great question.
It goes the same thing, but just how do you go about hiring the right person?
Okay. Cool. Yes, sir.
Is it legal to sell products that you bought, brand name products that
Okay.
you bought overseas?
Great.
Without going through the distributor?
Okay, so buying brand name products. Okay, cool. That's covered in my agenda, but we'll definitely go through that. Buying brand name products. Great. This is a big one, and I am going to cover this because everyone really asks me about this every single day. Okay. 2 more.
How do you trust which factories to buy from? How do you
Okay.
involve them?
Trust. Okay, trusting factories, or how do you say, protecting yourself from scammers. Yeah. So we'll call it, I don't know, scam protection. Cool. And I'll actually go through some real life examples of people who've been really close to being scammed, or actually have been scammed, and show you what they've done wrong. Who would find that beneficial? Let me see a show of hands. Okay, fantastic. See, a lot of people are scared about China and doing things that way, and you rightfully should be, because if you don't know what you're doing, you are going to get yourself in a little bit of trouble. We can help you with that. Just 2 more questions. Yes, sir?
What's the legality for us going to China to find things? What's the government in China will do for us if something goes wrong?
Okay, so damage control.
Or somebody rips us off, or
Okay, what to do when you get ripped off. Okay.
what the problems in China or things
Okay.
like this.
Yep. You've asked the right person, because I've actually studied contract law in Beijing, so I'll be able to help you with that. Yes, sir.
Who do you use, or how do you find a suitable inspector to inspect the quality
Okay.
of goods?
Finding a good inspector. Good inspector it's a great question, is worth their weight in gold, because they will make sure that, they've got their eyes and ears, and they can send you information back to Australia. Okay, look, we'll just take one more question. Yes, ma'am.
Do you have to ship it to Australia rather than sell it since you are selling online, like eBay?
Sorry, I don't understand the question.
Do you have to ship the goods from China to Australia and then sell it, or you?
Oh, okay. I can answer that one right now. We don't need to go through that. No, if you buy from China, you can ship it anywhere. So if you've got customers in America who want to buy from you, or in the UK,
She's saying if you have to buy it from China, then bring it here and store it, and then sell it on eBay.
Yes.
drop shipping? Oh, look, it depends on that one. I personally like to bring it in because I don't like to lie to my customers. But there are some people who are prepared to go the other way and store it that way. But you've got to be careful with Australia, because you don't want to make promises to your customers that you can't deliver on. So that's one you want to be quite careful with. Okay, so that's enough for now as far as questions are concerned. But just write them down. If you're one of the 3 people who write the questionnaire and Alex chooses you, I'll be calling you and giving you a one-on-one. You can ask me a million questions, as long as in the half hour I give you. But also, look, I'll be here at the end. So if you who has a question they couldn't put on the board? Anyone? Okay, so just I'll be available at the end. You can ask me as many questions as you want, and I will not go home till all your questions and prayers are answered. Is that fair enough?
Are you sure?
I'll give you 3 questions. Okay. All right. There you go. So, as long as I get my dinner, sir. Okay. So, who is Brendan Elias, and why listen to me? Okay. The first question is really easy to answer. I'm Brendan Elias. If you haven't figured that out yet, you're probably in the wrong room. And why listen to me? Well, here's my story. This is me with my father, Nat Elias. And my dad's quite famous in his circles. He was a prolific importer, and he was my hero growing up, because what my dad did is he was importing